sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line. As he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 32 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. 2nd down at 5. Now Prescott. He completes it to Wilson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he stopped immediately there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Jackson looking to throw on third. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Past the 20.
Yeah, it's on.
Touchdown, Cowboys. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott from the gun. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
He shook now, boy. Nigga don't know what the fuck to do. He don't know what the fuck to do now. Let's get this shit, man. Get a stop right here. He shook. He don't know what the fuck to do. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
He shook, man. He don't know what the fuck to do. He don't know what to do.
I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the ball.
Yeah.
They've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Second down pass play.
He don't know what to do. He shook now, boy.
You want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, it's about to get ugly. It's about to get fucking ugly. He done fucked up now. Oh, shit.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know,
look at this shit. Yo, come on, man. They had to give this nigga something, right? That's crazy, man.
In the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes.
Oh no, nigga, ain't no scoring.
Stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really
That's
nice
insane,
game.
Bro.
Good strong throw.
By the grace of God, he got that.
The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
You stand in bounds with that one.
To Duvernay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He won't go to the outside. He running flood again. He running flood again. Come on, I was about to say, man.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll swing this out to
Oh, no.
Gibbons.
Oh, no.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Pollard now a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Caught. It's Wilson. Working with a 2nd and 3. Prescott yet again. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A first down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. That's complete to Turner. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. A pretty nice strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from the 20, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw, rolling to his right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Powers past him at midfield. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Flushed out right. Complete. Pollard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Dak. Steps away to his left. Got a man here, it's Wilson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Zerline's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Again, it's Murray. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
I'm finna fuck you up since you want to keep cheerleading for your goddamn cheerleader. You got your goddamn pom-poms out and shit. Well, you know that motherfucker's dog shit. How I spot a nigga 18 points, however, and he only scored 14 after that. I outscored the man. Hey, you right, but I'm finna fuck you up since you want to keep talking. I told you about knocking at a goddamn devil's door.
We are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, you've been calling me and calling me and calling me, and now you about to get your goddamn issue.
And it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Ow, shit.
This taken in at the goal line.
Damn. What the fuck was that?
On the return, he won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Wilson going to throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And, partner, they're locked. Very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he finds Penny. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Wilson will throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. It's complete. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a short kick taken at about the 6. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to look downfield for Henry. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will. Huge play there to flip field position. Field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Leaps past him. And able to work his way down to the 16. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game. That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game. Yeah, not only. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Ah, you bum. Trying to fucking run the goddamn clock. That's what you fucking get, too.
And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Should have just fucking scored. Trying to run the clock, trying to get me to use my timeouts. Nah, son.
7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21 and out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Again, it's Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And a busy night for Henry continues. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 64 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson flushed out right. And he's out right at the 25. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
On third down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On first down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Again, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. Touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 72 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
In your face!
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Henry running right. Shrugs him off. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, it's Henry. Powers past him at the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff running left. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Nothing. We got him.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Seahawks 28. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slam. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To throw is Wilson. They still can't get him. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
He's got a man, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
We've been around this league for a while, and many
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
It's just me and you. Joker, 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 Joker. He's checking. Tiger. Crash. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing now, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amadi Hooker. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.